I'm Ben Alexander and this is The Charge. Today's video will surprise you and I think you'll find it very interesting. Now power banks used to be a bit boring just a few years ago, but with the advent of the simple USB-C port they've changed and they can actually power things like MacBook Pros and iPads. The technology behind this is interesting and that's what I wanted to show you today. So I'll go into more detail about that later in the video. I recently committed to making more videos on a regular basis, so hence why I would like it if you subscribed, because I love to tear things apart, and you can give your input into what things I take apart. In this video, I went on Amazon and ordered this brand new Poweradd power bank that can put out 30 watts of power from its USB-C port. These new style of ports that we're seeing on power banks now are called PD ports. Some power banks can put out 5 volts, which is the normal, and it has been for quite a few years now, and that will power things like phones and iPads. But some devices now, like iPads, can also charge at 9 volts and 5 volts, and with a total of 20 watts of power going in. But this power bank can produce 20 volts at 1.5 amps, meaning it can actually power a MacBook Pro. Typically, a laptop or a MacBook Pro can charge from 15 volts or 20 volts, but that means there's some tech wizardry going on inside here. A simple way to get 20 volts is to connect a few battery cells up until you get 20 volts, and then plug that into your computer. But ultimately, to carry that around, it's not very safe, and so that's why no power banks are wired up just like that. And also, when you use a resistor to drop 20 volts down to 5 volts for your standard USB, that will produce a lot of heat, and that's not very efficient at all. So what they've done here is actually very clever. I was surprised at too when I opened it up just now. That what they've actually done is connect 2 batteries up in series to produce a total of 8.4 volts when it's fully charged. That's 4.2 volts each because they're lithium-ion cells. And then the chip on the PCB raises that voltage to 9 volts, 15 volts, or 20 volts, or whatever it feels the device needs to work. That's simple and clever because there won't be as much thermal loss, and the efficiency of the voltage being raised is increased because they have used 8.4 volts rather than 4.2 volts. I want to quickly mention that I do have a Patreon account, and the link is below, and that's just for anyone who wants to support these videos. And if you would like to buy anything that I've used in this video or to record this video, there will be an affiliate link for everything in the description below. The reason that I chose this power bank is because there are heaps to choose from, but surprisingly, when you have a good look on the internet, this one has the best reviews by far from people on Amazon. And consistently people say that it's worked for a long time and it's a very good power bank. And the price is very, very cheap compared to the others with a bigger brand such as Anker. So it seemed like a good deal, and that's why I think if you wanted to buy one, if you're watching this video and you're thinking you want to buy one that can power a Mac or power things like your iPad a bit quicker, then you can at least know that this one is a very good one. And you can see it's well made. This power bank is also a good choice because the more watts it puts out, the more heat it will be. The more heat will be produced inside, and electronics hate heat, and so you don't want to go and spend your money on one that produces 60 watts. Yes, it will charge your Mac a bit quicker, but only for probably a year or something like that, and it will have an issue or it will stop working. And also that will heat the batteries up, and batteries, lithium-ion batteries, really you don't want to get them hot at all. That makes them degrade and the capacity just diminishes very quickly. You want one that can produce something a bit more reasonable it might sound boring, but like 30 or 40 watts. And it will do that for 5 years, and your batteries will last longer without losing as much capacity. I do recommend this power bank from what we can see inside here. It's well made, and the whole thing feels very well made, but I don't just say that because it's heavy, because that is literally just the batteries that makes it heavy. It's about ½ kilo. But it's actually a nice shape, it's well built, it literally feels like a brick. There are no creaks, and the buttons feel nice, and the connections are really good quality ones, and when you look in the pins and the connectors and everything, you can tell it's built with decent parts. I'm not sure that they're really high-end parts, but they're just good quality parts. And it generally does have the rated capacity. I've tested the batteries, and as you can see here as well, you can see the types of cells. It does produce a genuine 30 watts. So I also like that the PCB is split in two to aid heat dissipation, and that to me shows that it actually has been designed and not just thrown together. As I mentioned, after 3 years I finally decided to produce videos regularly, but I can't do it without your help, so please subscribe if you're interested in these videos. Have a look at my other videos, and let me know if there's anything that you really want me to see take apart. Why don't you have a look at the electric Land Rover video, that's a good one, or the electric converted Beetle. Right, thanks for watching everyone, I hope you liked it, and see you in the next video. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. Hopefully you would like to see the next video, which is a review of this, the DJI OM4. That's the very next video coming up. And then in the next week or so, there will be another video called why I still use a 17-inch MacBook Pro. And the next one after that will be how much money I make with 1,300 subscribers on YouTube. Please subscribe. Thanks for watching. Check out all the links below. They are affiliate links, and the Patreon link if you'd like to support the show. Thanks.